Welcome, cloud enthusiasts! Today, we're going to learn how to block access to your applications from specific countries using Google Cloud's no-code, serverless networking solutions. This is an exciting and educational journey that will help you protect your web applications. Let's start by understanding our basic setup. We have a web server that is exposed to the internet through a load balancer. Behind the scenes, we have a powerful tool called Cloud Armor, which acts as our guardian angel. Cloud Armor is a cutting-edge web application firewall. It has many advanced features to prevent DDoS attacks, protect against bots, and defend against other threats. If you're not familiar with Cloud Armor, I encourage you to explore its documentation to discover its full potential. In this session, we'll focus on creating custom rules to protect our web application from specific countries or regions. We'll use the region code feature of our load balancer to do this. Let's begin by looking at a pre-configured load balancer. We'll note its IP address so we can examine the application closely. What we have is a simple Apache web server that's serving the default web page without any modifications. Attached to this load balancer is a Cloud Armor policy. This policy is a set of rules that work together to create our powerful web application firewall. Now, let's roll up our sleeves and create a rule. Our strategy is to reject requests from certain regions with the 403 status code, which means forbidden. When creating our rule, it's helpful to use the rule syntax guide provided. We'll use the region code to block specific regions. The documentation tells us to use ISO string codes for countries. In our example, we'll set up a rule to block traffic from countries that have US sanctions. Although the list of sanctioned countries is quite long, we'll focus on a few examples. Let's start with Russia, which has the country code RU. We'll add this to our rule to block traffic from Russia. For our demonstration, we'll use a non-US region to test access. We'll choose South Africa and set up a virtual machine or VM there to test our blocking rule. Even though South Africa isn't a sanctioned country, we'll add its code to our rule for testing purposes. Now let's test our rule. When we simulate a request from the Cloud Console or a web browser, we should see a normal response because these requests usually come from the United States. Now, to properly test our country blocking rule, we need to access our application from a different country. We'll use the SSH in browser feature to connect to our VM in South Africa. This allows us to simulate a user trying to access our application from a blocked country. Our server is located in the US Central region, while our test VM is in South Africa. Although it might seem like there's a big geographic distance between South Africa and our US server, it's important to understand how Google Cloud's global infrastructure works. There are regional load balancers worldwide, which means the request rejection happens close to the user's location. This approach is more efficient and reduces the load on our backend servers. It's worth noting that it may take a few minutes for our new rules to propagate across the network. So, if you don't see the blocking behavior immediately, be patient. After a short wait of a minute or two, you should see a 403 forbidden message when trying to access the application from the South African VM. This confirms that our country blocking policy is working correctly. If you'd like to support the channel, get a free trial of our new design tool in the video description and let us know what you think. We'll keep an eye on the comment section for any questions and want to thank you for watching. Please enjoy responsibly.